First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late, but I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake, but you can't have your way to St. Burkhead. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have Turk than me.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Three reasons. Three things that Devin Haney can do to become the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. I know it may sound a little shocking, and I know a lot of people don't have him in number one, let alone even top three. Personally, I got him top five. I got Terrence Crawford as the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. I got Errol Spence as the number two pound for pound fighter in boxing. And to all you well-to-do boxing enthusiasts, listen, bro, I still think Errol Spence is a great fighter. I still think he's the second best. I still think he the shit. Yeah, it was a rough night. You can always redeem yourself. When Canelo lost every round to Bivol, they still had Canelo ahead of Bivol on the pound for pound list. Unless Earl come back in the rematch and come back in his next few fights and don't look the way he's looked, then I could probably move him down on my pound for pound list. But at this point, yeah, you was defeated, but I have not moved you from my pound for pound list. He's the number two fighter in the world. Number three, I got Jerron Boots Ennis. There's no need to explain. Number four, Devin the Dream Haney. And number five, I got Shakur. I got Machiavelli, Tupac Shakur. That motherfucker, they're a hellraiser for real. And if I could keep going, I'd have Tank number 6. Yeah, I got Tank number 6. But, so, he's not in my top 3. I got Devin Haney, number 4. Okay. First things first. A lot of people make that, this old fanboy ass channel, fanboy ass video. No, it ain't, bro. I criticized the shit out of Devin Haney, and I'm going to criticize him in this one. The first criticism I must continuously give, Devin Haney must drop those titles. You got to drop them, bro. I'm more convinced than ever. You got to drop them, bro. And let Shakur take over the division. He will take over, and I'm very confident that he will. Shakur going to take over, and he's going to become undisputed, and he'll come up to 140 after that. But you got to give up them titles, bro. I've been watching these workout videos. Devin Haney big as shit, bro. And you know, when I look at your last 3 performances, you've been drained at every way in the last 3. For sure. And I think it has affected your performances. I think it has a lot to do with the power issue. I think it has a whole lot to do with the power issue. I think it has a lot to do with you just been tall and lanky. You know, you just been looking lanky, not as muscular, not as buff. He buff as shit right now. And your face is full. Your face been sunken in the last 3 fights, bro. I know you wanted to get undisputed and do all those accomplishments and fight Loma and fulfill your top rank contract. But I think it's time to hang them belts up. You did what you did, bro. You won undisputed and defended it twice. Shout out to that. But you holding up the lightweight division at this point. You holding it up, bro. And all that, I go back to 135 for a money fight, a huge fight with Tank. I wouldn't recommend it, bro. I don't think you beat. You might lose to Frank more than 135, bro. Let me tell you some real shit, and nobody talks about this. The only real shit Shakur has said. No, Shakur said, when he was talking about Devin Haney, because he said, nah, bro, Devin ain't scared of me. He said, nah, he ain't scared of me. I don't think he's scared of me. But, and he said that, but I beat him. And he said, he was talking about the Loma fight, and he said, I'm going to be honest, I don't think 135 Devin Haney at his best. I don't think he's at his best at 135. He said that, I don't know what interview, because some of you motherfuckers, ooh, I ain't heard him say. He said it, bro. He said Devin Haney is not his best at 135. But you were still calling for him to fight you at 135. So evidently, in my opinion, which don't get me wrong, I think Shakur will fight Devin at his best or at whatever. But you knew you'd have the advantage at 135. That's a fact. Shakur admitted. You knew you would have had the advantage at 135. You knew that. You even said he's not his best at 135, bro. So it's a lot of people peep that shit. You're not, bro. You're not your best. You done outgrew that shit. You 25 years old. You steady growing. And as I'm looking at these videos, bro, I am convinced that Devin Haney, I'm not going to say he's stronger than Regis. That is what I'm not going to say. I got to see the fight to know that. But what I will say, and this is a shocking news turn of events, shocking development, Devin Haney bigger than Regis. Devin Haney is bigger than Regis, bro. And I ain't talking about just taller. He bigger. That motherfucker big, bro. And this is what has led me to Devin Haney can do some spectacular shit if he can get through this shit. It's 3 fights, and not including Regis, that if he could get through this shit, number one pound for pound, bro. And the reason why I'm saying that Devin Haney has the potential because I think he got the heart to do it. That's for one. I think he got the heart to do it. He's already talking about taking over the 140-pound division. He got the heart to do it, for sure. Let me tell you something about Devin Haney. We haven't seen his full potential. A lot of reasons why a lot of people think Devin ain't that good is because he really does nothing great. Only thing great that Devin Haney does is the jab, because at this point he has the best jab in boxing. Besides an inactive Jamal, Devin Haney, and he surpassed Spence. He got the best jab in boxing. That's the one great quality that is just top of the line. Everything else he do, it ain't top of the line, but he make it work. I've seen fighters like Hagler. Hagler wasn't great at everything, but he did everything pretty good. He had a real good inside game. He had a real good jab. He was real good from switching southpaw to orthodox, but he wasn't great at that shit. Sometimes when he go orthodox, he start getting hit more. It's a lot of shit he didn't do great, but that motherfucker was so good at so many different things that he was a nightmare. That's what I think about Devin. Not comparing him to Hagler. I think he does a lot of things that's good, that's very good, but not great. I think Shakur do every goddamn thing great, except for I don't think he got great power, but I think he got decent power. But that motherfucker do damn near everything great. Kind of like Boots. Motherfucker just do everything fucking great. But that don't mean you're going to beat everybody. That's why I got Devin beating Shakur, bro. I just got him winning. Not at 135, though. And like I said, I think you need to give up the belts. And at this point, bro, you are a 140 pounder. And I just wish you quit talking about that 135, bro. Because at this point, I'm going to start calling it cap. Yeah, I'm going to start calling it cap. If I hear Bill Haney and Devin Haney keep talking about 135, it's either cap or you going to destroy yourself, bro. You're not going to beat nobody at 135, bro. Coming from 140, you is not finna win, bro. You're not going to be elite. You're not, bro. You're not going to be able to do it. So, and I think it would be a poor decision making on his team, including Bill Haney. If you bring him back down to 135, bro, that's straight foolish. So, I'm not with that shit at all. I think you need to stay at 140. Listen, you got a tall task in Regis Prograis. I give you a lot of respect that you're moving up to 140 and fighting one of the most dangerous fighters in the 140 pound division. Dangerous, bro. Regis Prograis, everybody know it, whether you like Devin or not, bro. Regis got the style to completely stop all this shit that Devin's trying to do in his boxing career. Regis Prograis got the power that he can change you as a fighter, bro. You know how some fighters get knocked out and they never the same? He got that kind of shit that he could end you, bro. He could end you. Regis Prograis got the style, and I'm telling you, bro, I ain't looking at that last performance at all because I see the motivation in Regis. I see the dedication. I see how hungry he is. And I'm telling you, bro, that overhand chopping left, he's sneaky with it at times. He's sneaky with it, how he come in and bounce in and throw that's a knockout punch, bro. And it can definitely stop Devin. whether you got a good, and I think you got a good chin, but even with a good chin, you can be stopped, bro. You can be stopped in devastating fashion. So I just know you got the heart. That's why I respect you, bro. That's why I respect fighters like Earl Spence. I respect a lot of these fighters because I see the heart in you, bro. It's more. It remind me of Spence. Spence don't do nothing great. He just do a lot of shit that's good. You got fighters like that. Donald Curry was one of them. He didn't do shit special, but he was good, bro. It's a lot of fighters. Mike McCallum, he was just good. A lot of these, Winky Wright, he did nothing special. Motherfucker can beat you with a jab and a straight left hand all night. It wasn't nothing great or spectacular. And that's what's problem with these casual boxing fans. Listen, from the eye test, from a casual boxing point of view, Tank looked most spectacular from a casual, because he throw beautiful punches. It be just how he set it up and the way he throw his punches and just the devastating power. Sometimes we just look for just the slickness and the craftiness like Shakur. They got more of a fan-friendly style, in my opinion. But it don't mean you better. It don't mean you better. I just feel like, sit down. This dog, I swear to God, I don't know what it is about when I'm doing the video. He don't do nothing great, bro, but he just do a lot of good things. On top of that, you got the heart. Because I'm telling you, and I'm going to keep saying this, bro. Devin Haney showed me some shit that I needed to see. He showed me in the Linares fight when he got hurt. He recovered. He fought through it. He didn't quit. But the Lomachenko fight, that shit showed me some shit, bro. Because Loma was very crafty. I do think he was drained. I think that's why you looked a little, you wasn't light on your feet like you normally are. But in the 10th and 11th round, bro, you showed me a lot of shit, because I just think a lot of fighters would have folded in them rounds. And how you came back in the 12th round and completely dominated and acted as if that shit never happened. Mental toughness, that's what I look for in a fighter. Okay, I done said all what I done said. I done criticized you. I done praised you. I fucks with Devin Haney tough. Fucks with you tough, bro. And like I said, bro, the more I look at him train, the more I see his physique. Devin is actually bigger than Rigas. Okay, the 3 fights that I think can make you the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in boxing. Beating Rigas is a hell of a win. That's a hell of a win. Okay, after that, I want to say Teofimo Lopez. I do. I'm not hating on the brother. I think he's very talented. I want to say Teofimo Lopez, but a part of me don't think that fight will ever happen. It's a part of me that I don't even know if Teo gonna fight. I don't know. He don't handle defeat well. I just don't know what he's gonna do. He's too unpredictable of a fighter. He's not consistent enough, and I don't think he take boxing serious. I don't trust him. So if I thought he was a serious fighter, I'd definitely name him because he's talented. But since I don't trust him, I'm not gonna name Teofimo, even though that's a fight Devin Haney really won't. What I am gonna name though, bro, is 2 fighters at 140 that if you can get past them, you are hands down the #1 fighter at 140. You hands down dominated the division. If you can beat Regis Prograis, beat Gary Antoine Russell, and beat Sabril Matias, and that ain't no easy task. You could lose either one of them fights, bro. With Gary Antoine Russell, bro, you dealing with speed, fast feet, bro, and devastating power. Southpaw, devastating. The right hook can stop you. Very tricky. And like I said, Gary Antoine Russell, about 5 foot? Let's say 5'8". So it ain't a big height difference. So I think you do got the reach advantage. But Gary Antoine Russell real quick, bro. And on the inside, he can destroy you. But Sabril Matias, that's a dangerous fight. And that's why I think he is the boogeyman at this point at the 140-pound division. Subriel Matias is extremely dangerous. Power in both hands. Very fast feet also. Fast hands. Explosive. Come to fight. Listen, if you can beat Gary Antoine Russell, Subriel Matias, and I know this shit may sound shocking, bro, but I think Devin Haney is the kind of fighter that he really want to prove he's great. I don't think he's ever satisfied with a win. He always want to keep moving. And I don't think it's a lot of fighters like that in boxing. I think we need to bring that back because this ain't impossible. Devin Haney can beat Subriel Matias, bro. And he can beat Gary Antoine Russell, bro. He got the tools. He got the skills. He got the will. He can beat them dudes, bro. This ain't no impossible shit. Listen, but the last one, this is what will make you the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing. Okay, you beat Rigas, beat Gary Antoine Russell, beat Subriel Matias. Last but certainly not least. Okay, at this point, is to defeat Jerome Bucenis. Listen, listen. Let me explain. For one, Jerome Bucenis don't have a dancing partner. Earl Spence is finna move to 154. Terrence Crawford, we don't know where he moving to, but he ain't gonna be at 147. All you got is standing on is you steady waiting on Keith. I don't think Keith gonna fight you. He may get the Barrios fight. That's a decent win, but there's no huge fights for Jerome Bucenis. But also, Jerome Bucenis is waiting on those titles at 147. He's not, and he is big, but he ain't big as I thought. He can make 154. He can move up, but he's comfortable at 147. He's waiting on the titles. He's already said him and his father, they want to be a champion at 147. And he also want to be undisputed at 147, but he definitely want to get a belt. So he's going to be at 147 for a few more fights. And in his last weigh-in, Jerome Bucenis weighed in at 145. 145. He has no problem making welterweight. So what I'm saying is it ain't out of time. It ain't unrealistic. What would be some what would be some straight, what would make me just, what would shock the world? I'm gonna tell you what Devin Haney could do that would shock the world. To beat Rigas Prograis and to call out Subriel Matias, and in the midst of fighting Subriel Matias and Gary Antoine Russell and make a statement, bro, I'm finna take over 140, and after I take over 140, I'm coming for you, Boots. And start calling out Boots. Imagine Devin Haney calling out Boots, bro. The world would go crazy, bro. And a lot of people would call him a clown and say, "Oh, bro, you crazy. You finna get destroyed." Because Jerome Bucenis is highly skilled, way more skilled than Devin. He more skilled than Shakur to me. He's the second most skilled fighter in boxing to me. Jerome Bucenis got so many tools. It seems impossible. I'm telling you, bro. But it's to be seen, bro. Like I said, bro, we just don't have these kind of fighters no more where a fighter would test himself at the ultimate max, bro. Canelo gets praised for moving up so many weight divisions and fighting nobodies. For Devin Haney to move to 140, beat Rigas, beat Matias, you beating the dogs of the division. Canelo moved to 160 and beat Triple G and did some other shit, but didn't fight Andre for undisputed. Moved to 168, fought Callum, what's that other motherfucker? What's that motherfucker? A bunch of nobodies. But anyway, he fought the least of the competition. Even at 168, his only best win is against Caleb Plant, who David Benavidez just destroyed. So coming in weight division, he didn't fight the best fighters. He didn't fight the Charlos at 154 and Andre. He missed all the great fighters when he moved up. Names avoiding David Benavidez. Waited till David Benavidez lost the titles to go for a belt at 168. Playing it safe. Devin Haney is not playing it safe by fighting Rigas Prograis in your first fight at 140. That is not safe. And for a world title, that fight is not safe at all, bro. So I think we need to put a little more respect on his name. And I'm telling you, it ain't far-fetched, bro. Devin will fight Matias. I don't think I don't even know if Gary Antoine gonna fight. I don't think Rigas want to fight him. Rigas, and I don't respect Rigas. That's another thing I want to make. Even though I say he hungry and he dangerous, all he been doing is waiting on 135 pounders to move up. He been waiting on the Tank, and he been waiting on Devin Haney, bro, and T.O. And now Ryan. That's all he talk about fight. He never talk about fighting the real 140 pounders. He only want a fighter that's moving up because you want the advantage. You want to be the bigger fighter. But I'm telling you right now, bro, you in for a ruder weight. I think Devin gonna be bigger. I don't know about stronger, but I think his strength would definitely surprise Ricky. I'm telling you right now, bro, I truly believe the punching power of Devin, it would be a huge difference. When you ain't sucking your weight and trying to cut down all the time, bro, and now you can blow up in weight, bro, the power will be different. Not saying he's going to be a one-punch knockout artist and a one-punch sensation. You know, I'm not saying that, but I'm telling you, bro, his power going to shock a lot of people. And I don't think no fighter at 140 is going to walk through him. No fight, not even nobody walking through Devin Haney, bro, at 140. I'm telling you, he's strong. I believe that shit. I believe he's going to be stronger. I believe he's going to be more powerful. And I'm telling you right now, I believe Devin Haney got the fast. His speed is faster than anybody at 140. I think the hand speed going to shock Regis. I think his hand speed is more faster than anybody at 140, bro. The hand speed, bro, I'm telling you. And the jab, is just, you can't nobody fuck with it. I'm going to be real, bro. Loma just got this kind of style. It's hard to keep him at bay with a jab because he got great footwork, great head movement, just great at his movement in the ring. None of them fighters at 140 have that kind of slickness. And if you notice, Devin Haney straight beat Loma without the jab. He just stopped throwing the jab and beat him without the jab. He threw it at times, but he didn't just dominate with the jab. He quit throwing the jab and beat him without the jab. But I'm telling you, these fighters at 140, they won't get out the way of that jab. That jab is going to sting Regis all night. I don't know. Matias got good head movement. I ain't going to. Gary Antoine Russell got good head movement, too. Yeah, you're going to have to do a little bit. Hey, listen, it's a tall task, but I believe Devin Haney can do it. I believe in you, but it's to be seen. You got to prove that, especially the last one in boots. I'm telling you, that's a tall task. But to do that, Devin Haney not only will become the number one pound-for-pound fighter, whether love or hate it, bro, you got to say he got to be the face of boxing. Numbers are not numbers. You just got to say it, bro. You got to say he the baddest man on the planet. And if just cleaning out 140 alone it's gonna put you in top 3 pound-for-pound. You're gonna be like number 2 or 3 on my list if you clean out 140 because it's smoke up there, bro. It is smoke. Bro, if you call out Boots after running through 140, if you can run through 140 and call out Boots, bro, you going to shock the world. You going to shock the world. Boots, nobody's expecting that. Let me tell you something, because I keep hearing about Teofimo Lopez, how he's shooting that little shit like he won't Terrence Crawford. Bro, that dude, Terrence Crawford would destroy you, bro. You ain't nowhere. It won't be competitive, bro. But you know what's soft about T.O.? For one, when he moved to 140, what was his first fight? Sandor Martin. And a lot of people thought he lost. Let me tell you, Teofimo or no other fighter, it ain't nothing, Tank, none of them. They not finna say, call out no Boots, bro. They're not finna talk about move. You don't hear nobody talking about moving up and fighting Boots. You know, not even Gary Antoine. And I love Gary Antoine. I love Gary Antoine. Huge fan. You know, and I know you're going through a lot of shit, bro. You've been through a lot of shit with your father, and that's why I've been patient with him. I have never shitted on Gary Antoine Russell. I've been patient with you, bro, but, you know, even Gary Antoine ain't talking about moving up and fighting no Boots. Ain't nobody talking about moving up and fighting Boots. So what I'm saying, you would be doing what nobody has done. Nobody in his own division want to fight him. Only fighter going to fight him is Barrios. Even Stanionis done changed his mind. So you would be the only fighter to call him out. So, I'm telling you, bro, and Devin Haney big, bro. And the reason why I'm speaking about welterweight, man, he could have 2 or 3 fights and move up to welterweight. He look like a fucking welterweight right now. Dude, big, bro. I'm telling you, it just shows me more and more, bro. You sacrificed a lot, bro. Especially in your last fight against Loma, bro. You've been draining yourself, bro. You've been draining yourself, so at 140, in my opinion, bro, Devin gonna look like a completely different fighter. You already look great in my opinion, but the quickness, bro, the speed. I think a lot. 135 affected a lot of the. At 140, bro, Devin Haney's gonna be much faster than everybody. The hand speed will be much, and he got great educated feet. That's why I say everything. And Devin don't got a bad inside game. Everything he does is very good. He does everything very good, but he has a great jab. But the heart on top of that, bro, and the determination and the will to be great. I'm telling you right now, bro, I think Devin will do it. I think he'll fight Boots. I think he'll do it. I think if he was to take over 140, he'd move to 147 and call out Boots. That's what I think. I think he'd do it. Because, bro, at this point, Boots he's the man at 147. And I think he gonna reign for like the next 2 years and get all the titles. There's nothing at 147 for Boots at this point. Unless it's a Keith Thurman fight. Unless it, like I said, he gonna get the Barrios fight. He may get the Standing on his fight. But I'm telling you, bro, after dominating 140, that is not, and I'm not predicting you gonna do that. That's another thing I want to make very clear. I'm not saying he's finna dominate 140. He may lose to Rigas. And he definitely may lose to Gary Antoine or Matias. I'm not saying you're going to get through this shit. But if you was to dominate 140 and call out Boots, bro, that's a huge fight. That's a huge fight. And that's a fight that would motivate. Because to run through 140, you would definitely get the respect of the boxing world. I think they won't be able to deny you if you was to run through 140. And like I said, to move up to 147 and fight and call out Boots, that shit right there, nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it. These motherfuckers soft, bro. I'm telling you, a lot of these fights, a lot of your favorite fights, these motherfuckers soft. So, even though I'm a fan of you, Devin Haney, at the end of the day, you got to show and prove. You got to show and prove that you are who you say you are, and you got to continuously do that shit in each fight, and always fight the best. No tune-ups, none of that shit. You got to continue to go for the best in every weight division. So it's respect to you for taking the Rigas fight. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.